That's the difference. Ray would have dumped it down. Crompton's pushing it down the field. Love it.
Start of the fourth quarter. Alouettes with the win. And on a second down and over the middle and nothing doing, nowhere near a receiver for Crompton and Montreal. Third down.
Why? Because that's Tristan Opalaugo.
Tristan Opalaugo with 11 sacks and some big pressure there.
Yeah, and he was in the vicinity coming off the edge, and he's coming right up the edge. I believe he's standing up right here. If I'm not mistaken, there he is. And the reason why this ball's high is he's got a nice little bull rush going on, living in the lap of Jonathan Crompton.
With the wind at their back, Sean White is trying a 45-yard field goal. He missed from a little less than that in the first half, missed it wide, but should certainly have no trouble with distance going with that breeze. Although he does barely get it through, he does get it through. So 3 on the board for White and the Alouettes to get back to within 4 points.
And it looks like he's almost apologizing. You know, he says he tapped his own chest like it was on me, like he mishit it, but he hit it well enough. You're going to look at Dave Sticky Stalla with the hold. Boom, it's a beautiful hold. Nice spin of the laces. And I think that Sean White was just apologizing because he didn't hit it as clean. Look, he's going, yeah, that was on me. They got it done, though. Those are big 3 points that they just gave away in the last series. Got them back.
The turnover and downs in the third quarter that led to a Swayze Watt goal, and now, yes, as you say, Matt, back to within 4 points. The good close game to finish things off in this division rivalry. Montreal lost the first game right here to Toronto, 31-5, when the Alouettes were looking so dreadful. And they've changed so much since then. That was back in early August. That was week 6, and then 2 weeks ago, they evened up the season series with their 20-12 victory.
But don't you think that August 1st victory, 31-5, don't you think that was a little misleading too?
Absolutely. I don't think the Argos looked all that impressive in that game either.
No, it's typical when these two teams have gotten together in 2014. It hasn't been real pretty at times. It's been a really tightly contested battle.
It's Levon Brazil back after the White kickoff, following the field goal, and a good return, Brazil. Kyrie Zabert there to take him down, and a flag comes out on that return as well.
Fresh legs by Brazil. Hadn't seen all afternoon. I tried to give him credit earlier in the ball game for the catch.
That would be me to blame.
No. We're not going back there. But he's got fresh legs.
On a return, legal block. Toronto, number 40. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Kim Murphy spotted somebody down there with a legal block. Going to back Toronto up. Nice return by Levon. Here's another look at it. Most of the time when you have success with the returns, it's because you're hitting it straight up field with timing and just breaking a few arm tackles. Nicely done by Levon.
Back at the 25, Toronto. And swinging it out to Steve Slayton across the 30, first down and more. Argonauts, good play, and a flag comes down late just as Slayton goes out of bounds.
Got it, probably holding. Legal block. And on a little too late. A little too long. Here it comes. Yeah, Kim Murphy's already legal block. I think after yards were gained, though, so I think this will be a 1st and 10, Toronto.
After yards were gained. Holding. Toronto, number 89. 10-yard penalty from the point where the ball was held. First down.
So Spencer Watt called on that one, but yes, Matt, as you point out, they do still get the first down.
Yeah, and this is Ricky Ray. This is a play design. This is not him dumping it down. That's all design. Players are upfield blocking, and there's Spencer Watt trying to sustain his block as much as possible. That's a difficult thing to do. In space like that, blocking a very shifty defensive backs.
1st and 10, up at the 30. Argos. Ray over the middle, little low on the shoe tops of John Childs, who's angry about it.
Yeah, he's angry at the official. I think he can see the ball because the referee, I believe, was in the way, and Childs was upset. And here's Childs coming right to left. And watch the official right in the middle of your screen, right there. Childs, look at that. You can't see him. You can't catch what you can't see. Charles is livid. He knows how important this drive is and this ball game is.
So second down. Off to the left and complete. It is Spencer Watt.
Hey, good for you, Spencer, getting it back. Nice. Making amends for holding on 2 plays ago, and does a nice job of pushing up the football field and sitting down in coverage. And this is a good look at it. Wide, get to your depth, sit down in the hole. Ricky Ray spots the football, secure it, moves.
Yeah, perfect spot. Just a little over 10 yards of that gain and a first down for the Argos, protecting a 4-point lead right now.
Ray's numbers, although he's only scored 14 points, his numbers have got to be off the charts as far as his completion percentage.
11 for 15 in that first half. Not much room for Slayton, who reverses his field. Good pursuit by Brakowski, but he can't take him down. But more Alouettes are there, and ultimately Slayton is going nowhere but backwards, back inside the Toronto 30.
That was an avalanche of Alouettes. It just kept, once it started, it just continued to snowball, and you're going to watch Slayton go left, and that's penetration killing the play there, and then redirect. There's Brakowski, he's forcing, he gets stiffed arm, and then here's more open field tackling. Tremendous pursuit. It's an avalanche of Alouettes getting it done.
Slayton kept trying to salvage something and going further backwards. That was a loss of 11 yards for the Argos. And a 2nd and 21. Now back inside the 30. Ray is 23 for 30 for 189. Make that 24 for 31 as Slayton gets some of it back, but not enough for a first down, and the Argonauts will be punting.
Yeah, he's running with desperation and fear and frustration on that one. Again, 2nd and a gazillion. Montreal's not going to give anything deep. They just play off. Toronto's got a play call to get the ball in Slayton's hands so he make a few people miss. He makes that happen, but everybody rallies to the football and forces this punt.
So Swayze Waters now standing at his 26. James Rogers back inside the Montreal 30 for this punt. A low driving punt and another very good one against the breeze for Swayze Waters, punting well today. Rogers short return up to around the 32. So last possession, the Alouettes were able to pick up a field goal, and they're down by 4. Big game of playoff ramifications here in the CFL East at the end of week 19. Goes leading it by 4 points, 14-10, 10:43 to go in this 4th quarter. Montreal with a win would clinch a playoff spot. The Argos would just about clinch one, barring a tie next week between the Ticats and the Alouettes if they come up with a victory and a win against Ottawa next week.
That was Opalugo on the edge, closing it down quickly for Toronto, and he sees it and recognizes it and trusts his eyes, and that's important as a defensive end. And watch him, 91, 4-point stance, sees it, closes that gap, and gets to Sutton before he gets in the hole.
Sutton with 17 carries, 98 yards, so
it's a good day.
It's a very good day, and far from being done the way he's been going too. This time, 2nd and 8, Compton passing it again to Ron Carter, or S.J. Green, excuse me, on the receiving end for a first down, Alouettes.
This is awfully nice by a young quarterback making his 9th start. You know, we know he's a gunslinger, but watch him. He's going to push in the flat here, but then late he just says, no, I got it over the top, and he fits it in over the top. Here's the ISO. He's going to dump it down. He says, no, I got SJ. I'm going to feed 1-9 to Rock.
Part of the success of the Alouettes offense in the second half of the season, some big plays to those big receivers for Crompton. Green and, of course, Carter. Throwing back to the right again. Green has it inside the 15, and a big first down. Alouettes are in business.
I learned as a quarterback, Rod, deep to shallow, and this guy is ingrained in Jonathan Crompton. He is looking deep to shallow, and he's always thinking aggressive, and he's got the playmakers to do it, and he's down the sidelines. Watch him slide it in right here. It's going to be right down the rail. This is called a rail shotter, down the sidelines. Gonna watch Crompton fit it in there nicely.
Montreal, number 26. 10-yard penalty from the point the ball was held. First down.
Yeah, we call that alley, and whoever's got area outside, well, there's a lot of explanation to go out there to teach everybody what that play is all about. But you're running verticals, and you try to put the deepest guy in a position where the quarterback can throw off of whoever he goes to, and it's exactly what Crompton did. It looks like Matt Ware for Toronto's down, and that's their linebacker out of UCLA, who just over the last 3 weeks have taken over that position because Agnew has been bumped out to corner, and it's more connecting the dots for the Argonaut defense as we watch 17 on the sidelines. And
there was a penalty for an illegal block in the Alouettes on that to Green, so it pushes them back a bit, but still a big advancement. They're down at about the 23, 24-yard line in business, down by 4 in Montreal.
Bottom line, I was kicking around a play, but I'm going to try to show you what I'm talking about. He's going to sit down right here. Then you're going to have SJ coming in down the rail shot, and you're going to have another receiver coming right here. And they're going to isolate a man that is deep out. If you roll it here, you can see the route happening there. There's the route. If you freeze it right there, this is the man that they're trying to isolate. And they got him because they have a rail shot up here. They got a seam there and a rail shot there. They go down the rail and they complete it. Absolutely love it. Being aggressive down the field. Got him again.
There you go. A touchdown, Alouettes, and it's Deron Carter. And Montreal is back in the lead.
And they're aggressive, Rod. They are so aggressive right now. Boy, when the seconds are ticking off the clock, the importance of the play is increasing with every down, and Crompton just gets better. He just gets more aggressive, keeps pushing it down the field. This time this is Deron Carter running up the seam. Boy, that is fun to watch. Aggressive football, putting the pressure on the defense, got him on their heels and attacking down the field. That's quarterback right there. It is for me, Rod.
Absolutely, using your big play receivers too. A couple of ones to S.J. Green and then to Deron Carter as well. Jonathan Crompton, barely a 50% passer on the day, and yet he comes up with the plays that matter, and there they are in the end zone and with this lead again. And Deron Carter, by the way, the extra point by Sean White, 10 catches on the day for 164 yards. It's a big game.
A touchdown drive is simply you pound it, you get set, and then you go down the rail. S.J. Green, that's on a corner route. Then he goes down the rail here. Then he sends Deron Carter up the seam, and it's a walk-in. Boy, you kind of soften up the defense with the little Terrell Sutton inside, and then bang, bang, bang. 3 big plays down the field. Jonathan Crompton showing you why he's got a reputation of being a gunslinger.
Boy, isn't that the truth, too? I mean, the way the Alouettes moved the ball on the ground, and it was Sutton with the touchdown in the first half, and they were running so well, and now opening things up. And for those big passes, and that was an impressive drive. And a quick one, too, for the Alouettes.
All season long, I've been saying that Montreal has the weapons. They just don't have a system. The system's been falling into place. Jonathan Crompton is a big reason of that. Defense has held the line all season long, and this football team's coming together.
Levon Brazil and Brandon Smith back for Toronto on this kick return. It is Smith taking it at his 13. Brazil taking it and getting it out of bounds out of the 30, and a rough ride out of bounds at that for the Argo return man, Levon Brazil. Mike Edom slow to get up for the Alouettes.
This is Deron running scot-free up the field. This is pitch and catch. This is like go and throw before practice. Some people call it, I like to call it go and throw. It's just you pitching and catching, the receivers getting them warm. Nobody touching it. Nobody touches 8-9 before he finds the end zone, giving Montreal the lead here. Deron Carter now 970 yards on the season. Closing in on 1,000.
Came into this game 5th in the Canadian Football League in receiving yards, but monster game so far for him. Ricky Ray's got some work to do. His team now down by a field goal in this 4th quarter, swinging it out. Slayton trying to find some seam to move through, but the yardage is hard right now, up around the 35.
Rod, I can tell you this, that's the 21st pass on first down for Ricky Ray. Only 5 of them have gone for more than 10 yards. The longest on 1st and 10 has been from 15, and that's Ricky Ray's propensity and mindset just to dump it down. Also, that is Montreal not allowing him to get the football down the field.
So sets up a 2nd and long here for the Argos. 8 minutes exactly on the clock here at McGill in the 4th quarter. 17-14. Ray taken down. Bear Woods.
This is eerily similar to what we saw 2 weeks ago. Montreal defense finding its groove against a star quarterback and really stymieing him, making him be patient. Here's the pressure up front. This is a coverage sack. Bear's right here, and he's going to do his thing. Watch him. He's going to contact, redirect, spin, 360. There's Kyrie Say Bear. Bear doesn't get him. The bird is.
Shorter punt this time against the breeze for Swayze Waters as James Rogers picks it up, and good field position for Crompton and the Alouettes starting at their 47. It's big play. Crompton, big play. And a lead by 3 for the Owls here at home in the 4th. Bear in mind the Alouettes lost 7 of their first 8 games. A remarkable turnaround as you look at other teams that have done it. And you just need to go to 3 years ago, the recent history, to see what happened. The BC Lions, terrible. A 1-6 one, but 11-7 they finish. And I do believe they ended up with the big prize at the end, right at home too. So Montreal, knowing that is...
I'm trusting you there, Rod.
2011? Big play coming in by Olapalugo.
Oh my goodness, he just whiteouted.
It was Chris Rainey on the...
Chris Rainey from Florida. I mean, he came out of nowhere. He came from depth too. When you come from depth, it's not on the line of scrimmage. You come from off the football, and he had a shot into Chris Rainey. Watch Olapalugo. He is on the ball. He's right there. He's just straight up the football field. He gets a 6-yard head start to crush. That was Tanner Marsh he took down.
And so, 2nd and 10. And going deep again, but a little bit too much on it for Deron Carter. And he had him wide open.
I mean, I'm talking about untouched again. Toronto's got to get hands on this receiver because we know that Crompton's not going to stop pushing the ball down the field. He does a nice job of keeping the free safety of the field with his eyes, and then he just overthrows 8-9, who's wide open in behind the secondary. Ah, man.
5, 30-60.
Second